Hello, my name is Sonali Chopra. Welcome back to another episode of Around the World. Joe Saramago once said, "It is economic power that determines political power." And this statement is reflected in the current global landscape as well. The United States, which was once considered the world's leader, is now being replaced by China. Now China is centralizing power towards itself. China is working to strengthen its position in global geopolitics by entangling neighboring countries in debt trap. In this context, Pakistan's Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif recently visited China. During this visit, the top leadership of both countries discussed several key issues, including upgrading the China-Pakistan economic corridor and the high-quality development of multi-billion-dollar projects in its second phase. This raises the question, what is the significance of the Pakistani Prime Minister's visit to China? Where do China-Pakistan relations stand at present? In today's episode, we will discuss these questions. But first, let's delve into the history of China-Pakistan relations. So let's begin the discussion. Pakistan, which gained independence in 1947, is still striving to find its place in global geopolitics. This country is located at the crossroads of the Middle East and South Asia. Pakistan is near oil-rich regions and situated on some of the world's most important trade routes, providing access to the landlocked countries of the Middle East. The country, which was born out of India, has a deep relationship with China. Looking at the history of the relationship between the two countries, it is found that relations between China and Pakistan were established in 1951, which later transformed into a strong friendship and partnership. After independence, Pakistan faced two full-scale wars in its early decades, during which it received support from China, strengthening bilateral relations. Despite Pakistan's changing stance on the Kashmir issue, China's support and its decision to finance infrastructure projects in disputed areas reflect the depth of its partnership with Pakistan. In the early 2000s, China gave a new direction to its relationship with Pakistan by agreeing to develop Pakistan's Gwadar port and signing a free trade agreement in 2006. The launch of the China-Pakistan economic corridor under the Belt and Road Initiative strengthened their economic ties. Following the signing of CPEC, there was a rapid increase in bilateral trade. CPEC is a 3,000-kilometer long route of infrastructure projects connecting China's northwestern Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region to Pakistan's western province of Balochistan at Gwadar Port. This is a bilateral project between Pakistan and China, aimed at promoting connectivity throughout Pakistan through a network of highways, railways, and pipelines, along with energy, industrial, and other infrastructure development projects. It will pave the way for China to access the Middle East and Africa through the Gwadar port, enabling China to reach the Indian Ocean. In return, China will support development projects in Pakistan to address its energy crisis and stabilize its faltering economy. If we talk about the present-day scenarios, Pakistan's Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif visited China for the first time after winning the election, where he met with President Xi Jinping. During this meeting, both leaders agreed to upgrade the China-Pakistan economic corridor and advance the development of mega projects in its second phase. However, according to international political experts, Shahbaz Sharif's visit was significant in many ways. Pakistan is currently going through an economic crisis, and there is ongoing turmoil in the country's internal politics. In such a crisis, Pakistan hopes for help from China. At present, Pakistan is struggling with an economic crisis. In the fiscal year 2022, its current account deficit was $17.4 billion compared to $2.82 billion in the fiscal year 2021. In an attempt to accelerate the slow pace of Chinese investment in the country, Pakistan has made vigorous attempts to reassure China in every possible way. Furthermore, assurance has been given to provide full security to the Chinese workers working on the $65 billion project. China has expressed its concerns about the resurgence of terrorism and extremism in Pakistan. Some terrorist attacks have directly targeted Chinese citizens residing in Pakistan. Chinese officials have expressed serious concerns about these attacks and the safety of their citizens in Pakistan. In response, the Pakistani Prime Minister has now assured China of security. Internally, there may be some differences between China and Pakistan, but at the international level, both countries appear united against India. That is why China provides financial and military assistance to Pakistan. Along these lines, China has been rapidly enhancing Pakistan's defense capabilities along the line of control in Jammu and Kashmir for the past 3 years. This includes the construction of steelhead bunkers and provisions for unmanned aerial and combat aircraft. China is also aiding in the establishment of encrypted communication towers and laying underground fiber optic cables along the line of control. India has been opposing the proposed economic corridors by China right from the beginning. While China tries to encircle India by enhancing its proximity with Pakistan, on the other hand, India tactically finds a way around this issue at the diplomatic level. Consider it this way: while China aims to approach India's maritime border through Pakistan's Gwadar port, India in turn is giving stiff competition to China by developing the Chabahar port in Iran. The friendship between China and Pakistan is driven by their respective interests. While Pakistan aligns itself with China to fulfill its strategic interest, on the other hand, China has always sought to avoid direct confrontation with India and has been successful in using Pakistan to entangle India in South Asia. So this was all in today's episode. See you in the next episode. But before that, let's note down a question based on today's story. How Pakistan-China relations impact India? Discuss. For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.